44 people in Oklahoma are currently serving life sentences without the possibility of parole because they were caught with marijuana or other simple drug charges, nonviolent charges, just drugs. They got caught with drugs and they get a life sentence without the possibility of parole. One of those people is Larry Yarbrough, and State Senator Connie Johnson of Oklahoma said that she did whatever she could to free him. She had the parole board look at his case and decide whether or not they should let him go. And right now they're actually investigating it. But it turns out that a couple years ago, a similar thing happened. The parole board reviewed his case and they decided we got to let him go. But of course, Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating at that time said, nah, I'm not going to grant him freedom. Life without parole.
He had a tiny amount of cocaine and 3 joints on him.
Yeah.
Life without parole.
Keep in mind,
3 joints and a tiny amount of cocaine.
Keep in mind that there are 44 similar cases right now in Oklahoma, 44 people that are serving life sentences in Oklahoma for these stupid nonviolent crimes, right? Taxpayers spend $23,000 per person per year to keep that person in jail.
Look, from time to time they do releases because the prisons are overcrowded, you know, and child molesters get out, rapists get out, etc. And we got people sitting in jail forever for 3 joints and less than an ounce of coke, okay? It's painful, man. Look, I know we do these stories a lot, but we bring them to you because you got to realize these are real people whose lives have been ruined. He's got how many kids and grandkids? I think he's up to 19 grandkids, right? Yes.
He has a wife of 41 years who, even though he's served 17 years in jail already, she has not divorced him. She's still with him. They have 5 children together. 5
children, 13 grandchildren. And if he used to run a barbecue restaurant, if he gets out, one of his I don't know, I think it was one of his kids wants to set him up in another barbecue restaurant. What is this guy doing in prison for the rest of his life? He's
already been in there for 17 years.
There's something so fundamentally wrong with our system, man. And now, finally, at least conservatives are, you know, in states like Oklahoma, are beginning to wonder if they're doing the right thing because it's finally hitting them in the pocketbook. And they're like, Jesus, $23,000 a year for keeping this guy in prison? Well, you know, we didn't mind keeping him in prison when we didn't realize how expensive it was. Right? Like, we didn't mind screwing over his entire life because, oh, we don't like you smoking joints. But now that we find out, oh my God, it affects me? Oh, well, no, then maybe we should reconsider this. But thank God, now, you know, with conservatives reconsidering it, we might actually get something done.
It's really depressing.
You look, one last note on this. The reason why nothing ever gets done on stuff like that is, and why do we need conservatives to lead the charge? Otherwise it won't get done, right? Other than that's how this country works for the last 30 years, and that's how it turns out in every single instance, right? But it's because, and the reason behind that is because liberals never make an issue out of things. They don't anymore, at least, right? So here's what you can do. You can take this to the community and you can say, look at this man rotting away in prison. Look at the people who put him there. Look at the laws that put him there. Why are they doing this? What a terrible injustice, right? But would any liberal have the courage to do that these days? Elected liberal. I mean, all of you guys, us, etc., we're ready to roar, right? Mm-hmm. But these elected, and I shouldn't call them liberals, my bad, elected Democrats, right? They're never going to do that. They were never going to, you know, I mean, to be fair, there was that state senator who went and tried specifically for this person. But you got to make it a political issue. And you got to say, these people are doing wrong. It is an injustice. Otherwise, you're never going to get the law overturned. And they're never going to try to